No Man's Sky has come a very long way since its launch way back in 2016, but do you know one thing that hasn't actually changed in that time? The creativity of its community, because No Man's Sky players have been creating some utterly mind-blowing bases in that time, ranging from floating fortresses and cyberpunk cities to alien temples that look like they belong in another game entirely, and absolutely everything in between. And today I'm going to be showcasing some of the most mind-blowing bases that I've come across recently, and as always, I'll be giving you the portal coordinates to them so you can check them out for yourself. You're in for a real treat, as always, with some of these bases I'm showcasing in this video. They are totally unique and unlike anything I've actually ever come across before. And to top it all off, one of these bases involves a serious challenge, so make sure you stick around to the end for that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get stuck in. So one thing I like to do in these base showcase videos is show you some of the bases from comments of my other base videos, and that's exactly where these first two bases come from. So first up, we have a base that goes by the name of Alpha Golem, and it was created by YouTube user RobertEdgar7497, and it can be found in Eissentam Galaxy. And first of all, if you've never come across the massive colossal stone effigies in No Man's Sky before, then I would highly recommend you come and visit this base, because that is the main feature of it, a giant colossal stone effigy. Aside from that though, there is a large 4-story building which has a massive glass roof just in front of it, containing a few seating areas. A couple of industrial levels are there as well, where you can find a bunch of plants being grown, and on the top level there are a number of relic displays which are fitting for the environment this base is on. There are even skeleton creatures on this planet as well if you've never seen them before. And I'm also very pleased to confirm there is a bar area in this base. It's definitely not a Bunks Gaming base showcase video without at least one bar area, right? You know what? If someone could actually create an epic No Man's Sky brewery base, I would definitely showcase that on my channel. So there's a challenge for you guys. Create the most epic brewery base, leave a comment below with the portal coordinates and galaxy to said base, and if it's worthy, it'll make an appearance on my channel. Anyway, back to Alpha Golem. You should definitely come and visit this base and this planet, and to do so you want to be in Eissentam, and the portal coordinates should be on your screen right about now. This next base was created by YouTube user David Knight, aka Big Dave 5448, and it goes by the name of Silver Falls, as you can probably see from the big neon pink sign saying exactly that. And again, this base is located in Eissentam. One of the first things I'll mention on this base is actually the planet that it can be found on, because this type of planet, as in a white paradise planet with a tint of orange and with floating islands, is one of the rarest types of planets you'll actually find in the vast universe of No Man's Sky. But enough of that, let's talk about the actual base itself, because that is damned impressive. So this base consists of multiple areas, which all have actually multiple functions actually. So starting off, there are things like a romantic private seating area overlooking the epic views of this paradise planet, and that happens to be right next to a waterfall, probably hence the name Silver Falls. Now if you move on up to the main areas, the first one you're going to come to is the Silver Falls Hotel, which looks great. There are a few rooms off the side of it, obviously, and inside the main building it contains a giant golden space traveller statue, some seating areas, and yet another bar. We're 2 for 2 on bars, folks. Anyway, you can also find a restaurant-style building with another bar, and that contains seats, tables, and whatnot, everything you'd expect to find in a restaurant. There is a spanner-shaped building containing tools, as you won't be surprised to know, and work-based things for the upkeep of Silver Falls. And then you've got probably my favourite attraction of this base, a proper ice bar complete with ice sculptures. That's just what we love to see. Now there are a couple of other buildings to this base. There's like an office type building and a church type one as well. But anyway, enough of me blabbering on. You can see this base looks epic, and you should definitely come and visit it, and to do so the portal coordinates to Silver Falls should be on your screen now, and again the galaxy you want to be in is Eissentam. Just a really quick reminder folks, if you actually want to come and visit these bases you will need to have quick access to a portal, and you will have to have unlocked all 16 portal glyphs. And if you haven't, don't worry, because I've got videos on my channel showing you exactly how to find portals quickly and how to get all 16 portal glyphs in a matter of minutes. So I'll leave a link to both of those videos in the description below for you. And it's probably also worth mentioning as well, I'm playing No Man's Sky in normal mode, so make sure you're doing the same, though I think you'll probably be fine in creative mode as well. Anyway, back to bases. Now, if you're a fan of Lord of the Rings, and I'd be shocked if you weren't to be honest, you should probably recognise this masterpiece as it is a No Man's Sky recreation of Barad and the Black Gate, and it was created by Bionic Heart 70, and it can be found in Euclid. Straight from the outset you can see the sheer scale of this thing. It is absolutely fucking massive, and one of the best things about the planet it is on is this planet contains a whole host of Lord of the Rings themed bases, including different interpretations of Barad. There's a Helm's Deep recreation, amongst other things, so definitely come and visit this planet, and especially this Barad base. But back to this Barad, because it also includes a No Man's Sky version of the Black Gate, as I mentioned, but the base itself is so freaking tall, and as you can probably expect, at the top of it you're going to find an eye, a No Man's Sky Abyssal Horror Eye, just perfect for this base depicting Sauron's eye. Now, there also happens to be an alien monolith slap bang in the middle of the base, and there are also holograms of flying creatures which are no doubt depicting the fell beasts from the books and the movies. And around one of the main areas of the base before the actual tower itself, there are a bunch of small rooms with various functions in it, so there's like a war room kind of thing, kind of like aquarium kind of thing, and a few others. But the main attraction here, of course, is the tower itself. And thankfully, instead of jetpacking your way up to the top if you really wanted to get to the top, Bionic Heart 70 has kindly linked a number of short-range teleporters together so we can actually explore the giant fucking tower in its entirety. There is stuff going on every single level, it's not just empty, so I'd highly recommend you come and visit this base. And to do so, you'll want these coordinates on your screen, and you'll also want to be in the Euclid galaxy for it. Now, the next base in this video was actually also created by Bionic Heart 70. It can also be found in Euclid, and it goes by the name of Battle of the Four Armies, and this is one of the most unique bases that I've ever seen in No Man's Sky. Like, I've never seen this many wonder projections in any given area at any given time, and it did actually cause my game to stutter a little bit, as you may be able to tell from the footage on your screen. But if you're wondering, I'm playing this on PlayStation 5, so if you're on PlayStation 4 or an Xbox One, this base may cause you a few issues. But I needed to include this base in the video regardless, because just look how good it actually looks. It is a properly well built battlefield, and it is perfectly symmetrical in every way, which must have taken a serious amount of effort to actually achieve that. Now, each of the four armies have their own unique flags, each of them have a couple of catapults ready to go, there are various heavies, so to speak, for each army, and there are also commanders of each army having a good old chinwag in the middle of the battlefield before everything undoubtedly boots off. There are no existing battle scenes going on in this base, as this looks to be pre-battle, but I also bet that would have been very difficult to achieve. But anyway, let's round this base off, because it's epic. So here are the portal coordinates you'll need to come and visit it, and don't forget, this base is in Euclid. Right, moving on, we have a fecking giant sculpture which goes by the name of Coloss Pandora, and it can be found in Euclid once again. Now, I actually stumbled upon this base when exploring others and figured, feck, this is definitely worthy of this video. But annoyingly, my game bugged a little bit at the time, so I couldn't actually see who created the base. So if you're watching this video and you're the creator of this ginormous female sculpture, kudos to you first of all, and secondly, leave a comment below so I can update the description of this video and give you the credit you deserve. But anyway, this giant sculpture stands atop the newly introduced ruins from the Relic Update, but that's not to say it isn't absolutely fecking massive aside of it, and well proportioned, as you can very well see. When I see bases like this, I'm just left in awe, like, how on earth can someone build this fecking thing, let alone build it so damn big? Because it's absolutely massive. And it definitely compares to Barad that I showed earlier in this video in height, but this giant sculpture isn't actually the only thing here. I mean, sure, it's definitely the main attraction, but there is a bunch of stuff going on below as well. You can head on into the building below and find a bunch of giant holograms of different massive creatures ranging from robotic horses to flying anomalies and everything in between. There is also a racetrack boost jump and a place to spawn an exocraft if you want to race along the bridge of landing pads leading up to the sculpture. But finally, there is an on-site area with a bunch of stuff going on in various buildings, but as I said, the main part of this base is of course the giant pecking statue. So come to check that out, you will not regret it. The portal coordinates should be on your screen now, and you want to be in the Euclid galaxy for this one. Right guys, as I've mentioned in this video, a couple of these bases aren't located in the starter galaxy Euclid, and instead they can be found in the Paradise galaxy Eissentam, which obviously means you'll need to be there to actually visit these mind-boggling bases. But if you've never been to Eissentam before, or any other galaxy for that matter in fact, don't worry because I've got you covered. I've created a video before showing you the fastest way to get to new galaxies, and it will not take you long at all. But one of the quickest ways could be to check out the featured bases which you can see at the portal on board the Anomaly, because sometimes these are in Eissentam or other galaxies and you can warp straight to them. Not to mention those featured bases are really cool to check out as well. I'll leave a link to my video in the description below for you either way. But before we get into the last utterly mind-blowing base and that seriously difficult challenge, I would just like to thank those of you who have commented on my previous base showcase videos, linking your bases so I can showcase them on my channel. Keep up the good work folks, I absolutely love visiting the bases you've created. So if you're watching this and have a base you'd like us to see, especially if it's a brewery, please leave us the galaxy it is in along with the portal coordinates to your bases. You never know, they may get featured in my next base showcase video, but I do check out all the bases from comments on my videos regardless, assuming I'm actually able to see them. Keep them coming folks, I love checking them out. So obviously earlier in this video I mentioned there was a base with a serious challenge, so here we are. Now this base goes by the name of Insane Labyrinth, and it was created by HostelParty and it can be found in Euclid. Now if you're looking at this base from the outside you may be thinking, well this base isn't that big, how hard can it be? And that's exactly what my initial thought was as well. But folks, this labyrinth is insane, hence the name. It has 4 levels to it, and so far at least, as of the recording of this video and audio, I've actually only managed to get to level 3, which is kind of annoying because I can't complete it yet to show you the footage. I will 100% keep going at it until I complete it, but at the end there is an expression room, so to speak, which is basically the I've completed this damn thing room. Over the many years of showcasing base videos, I've visited a few maze or puzzle type bases, and I've managed to complete all of them until this one. This one is proving to be a real challenge for me so far, obviously. So the challenge to you guys here is come and visit this very well made and very, very difficult base, and then if you do manage to complete it, let us know in a comment along with how the heck you actually managed to do it, because I must admit I'm proper struggling to get all the way through it. But anyway, as I said, this insane labyrinth can be found in the Euclid galaxy, and the portal coordinates should be on your screen now. Honestly guys, when I see some of the creations you have made, it totally makes me realise a couple of things about my base building skills. And the first one is I have nowhere near as much imagination to come up with some of the bases like you, and secondly, I neither have the skill nor the patience to actually build the damn thing. So keep the bases coming in guys. Who knows, if I get enough comments I may make this a monthly video on my channel rather than a bi-monthly or quarterly feature. Also let me know in the comments which of these bases was your favourite. And that wraps up this video folks. There are some of the most amazing bases I've stumbled upon recently. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you are still here, it would be totally awesome if you could support my channel by hitting those like and subscribe buttons. You can now become a channel member as well, and as always, thank you for watching this video, and I hope to catch you in my next one.